Your house is talking to you every day through how you sleep, how your relationships work, how money comes in, or even how peaceful or calm you feel when you're sitting alone at home. But it's very important to understand this language. Today, I'll share my 2 cents on how to read your house through these 8 directions of MahaVastu, with the help of real life case studies of the houses that I've visited in the 15 years of MahaVastu consulting. Starting with the north direction, this is the zone which is responsible for money, the kind of career opportunities you get, the job offers that come your way, or the business deals that you have. This is the direction ruled by Kuber, the lord of wealth and opportunities. But if it's cluttered, imbalanced, or it has the wrong colors or any wrong activity happening in this zone, payments get stuck and those job opportunities that you're waiting for or the promotion that you've been looking for doesn't happen. A businesswoman once called me saying that the deals are falling halfway through and the pending payments are not coming. I visited her house and what I discovered was that her north wall was full of red artifacts with golden frames, and she had a lot of storage of books and some other items on the same wall in a console. We got that storage removed all these artifacts, and placed a simple painting of water flowing. Within 40 days, her pending payments started to come in. So, yes, money literally comes from north, so keep it coming. Next comes northeast. This is the zone of clarity and peace. This is the Ishan cone, and this is the place where ideas are born and your mind finds direction. If this zone is cluttered or imbalanced, you're not able to figure out what exactly do you want in life. There's no clarity of what do you want to do, where do you want to go, what do you want to achieve in life. Your goals aren't clear. A family I once consulted had a toilet in the northeast zone. The result? Their son couldn't focus in studies. He had confusion, anxiety, and in fact pangs of anxiety, hypertension, and even bad dreams. We converted that toilet into a small puja corner. Within 2 months, his concentration improved and the overall energy of the house also felt uplifted and peaceful. East is the direction which gives you a social life and visibility in social circles. This direction is ruled by Indra Devta. And this is the zone which brings in sunlight, visibility, and life force. If this zone is blocked, imbalanced, has any colors or activities which shouldn't be there, one feels invisible in society. I've experienced people telling me that, they stopped getting invitations or, they don't get recognition or they don't even feel seen at their workplace. In a house that I visited once, it was a new house and the family had just shifted. They had a kitchen burner right in the east direction and that too in the place of Indra Devta. The lady said that ever since we moved into this house, our social life has gone for a toss, in her own words. So the family as a whole was feeling very neglected and ignored in the society. And that was really hampering their self-confidence and, the way they were looking at themselves. We treated the kitchen, and the kitchen was also done up in maroon and white color combinations, which again is not the color of east direction. And once we fixed that, they started to feel more visible and included, and the social confidence improved. Next comes the southeast. Southeast is the direction which is ruled by Agni Dev. Now this fire is very important in life. Not just for money or finances, it is very important for vitality, the courage, motivation, or the drive that is required to achieve something big in life. Ideally, the kitchen should be there. But if there's too much of fire or fire overload, it can lead to a lot of arguments or even financial instability. In a house I visited, they had the kitchen in the southeast, but in the floor above that, they had all the electrical leftovers, such as the wires, electrical switchboards, etc., all stacked up on the room above the kitchen, which was also the southeast. Now that was causing a lot of heated arguments and unnecessary expenses. Once we cleared that space from electrical items and the switchboards, the family started to experience more calm and more understanding between the family members, and their finances also started to feel stable. South is the direction of your power, confidence, fame, and reputation. This direction is ruled by Yam Devta, and this is responsible for the reputation, recognition, and the fame that you get in society. If your south is dull or blocked, you may not get recognized and not even get due credit for the work that you've put in. I once visited an artist whose south wall had paint peeling off, had some broken frames on it, and also some amount of seepage. All we did was redesign the wall, put some red paint there, some red accents, and placed two of his artworks. That very year, his work got featured in one of the most prestigious exhibitions. Let your south wall reflect your power and display what makes you feel proud. Next comes the southwest zone. This is the zone of stability, relationships, or the talent or skill that makes you thrive. This is the narrative zone and it is the backbone of your house. If this zone is imbalanced, you feel lack of stability both in personal and professional life. A couple living in an apartment once told me that they were continuously fighting over trivial issues. Their bedroom was placed in the southeast and the east-southeast. All we did was shifted their bedroom to the southwest zone, added some earthy shades like beige, off-white, and yellow. And within few weeks, they said that, they feel like they are on the same team. They were feeling that they are on the same page. If you ever feel that your life lacks stability, focus on strengthening the southwest direction of your house. Next comes west. This is the zone of gains and fulfillment of desires and wishes. It is ruled by Varun Devta, and if this zone is weak, your efforts don't give any results. A friend who had a social media agency was trying to pitch in new clients, and she said she wasn't able to convert those clients into anything, and there was no problem in the efforts that she was making. All we did was asked her to relocate her work desk into the west zone, and every call she made, she started to experience a significant change in the way people were receiving her. She started to get meetings, and those meetings further converted into a good amount of business as well. Now comes northwest. It is the zone of support. The support you get from your relatives, your family members, or the support you get from banks or financial institutions, or the legal support that you get from the legal system. Northwest is ruled by Vayu Devta, the air element. It controls movement, also how your staff behaves with you, how much they support you, and the contracts that you have. In a house I once visited, those people were complaining of, staff not staying. Every time they would get a house help, they would train, they would spend like 2 months training her, getting aligned with their way of working, but then eventually they would move. And this was happening continuously over a period of 1.5 years, which was causing a lot of frustration to the lady of the house. We found that the northwest zone in their house had a toilet. It was full of old plants, some storage which had, luggage which was never used. All we did was remove the plants there, place the servant quarters in the northwest zone, and they started to experience stability from the house help since then. Each direction in your house is like a mirror. It reflects what circumstances or situations are you running into. Now, instead of blaming situations and circumstances or people, read these signs in your own house and attend to them. If you're feeling instability, look at the southwest. If your business is not picking up, or you're not getting job opportunities, look at the north. And if you're not feeling aligned or blending into the social circle, or you're not getting invitations for weddings or parties, look at the east direction. The more balanced your space is, the more aligned your destiny will be.